Hello there. I am Nancy Ekpazu, an administrator and a management consultant. In this video, we'll be talking about managing your employees during the COVID-19 pandemic. Managing your employees during the COVID-19 pandemic. Well, like you all know, a lot of employees are confused at this moment. They don't know if salaries will be paid and when they'll be paid. They don't know the state of the organization. They do not even know if they'll be laid off, if they're losing their jobs or not. And as an administrator and an employer, this is not the time to keep quiet because communication and clarity and transparency are key in managing a crisis. And so I know that there's a lot on you, and you two are overwhelmed with a whole lot of things going on. But please schedule a meeting. Have a meeting with your employees and lay the cards on the table. Tell them this is the situation. We do not have money to pay salaries. I know you're all confused. So, provide clarity. They need clarity at this point. I know of an employer that actually called a meeting and told the employees that he was confused and overwhelmed and there was no money to pay salaries. And true to his word, he had never owed them salaries until last month. And the employees, knowing how good the employer had been to them over the years, decided that they would go without salaries. Now, the suggestion did not even come from the employer, it came from the employees. They decided that for as long as the pandemic would be on, even if it's 3 months, they were ready to go without a salary just to keep the organization going. Now, what did his vulnerability do? It helped to earn trust. The employees trusted him, and they were able to stake and rough it out with him and stick with him until the pandemic is over and things get back to normal. So this is not the time to sit there and feel like you're the big madam or guy at the top and your employees are there and you just ignore them. You never know. Another organization may just be looking for people to replace a few positions where they may lay people off, and they may just grab your very good employees. So don't treat your employees shabbily this moment. And treating shabbily does not necessarily mean money. You may not have the money to pay them, but please, the attitude with which you go about it at this period matters a lot. So call a meeting, be vulnerable to them. Lay the cards on the table and tell them this is the situation. What do you think? We do not have the money. We have the bills to pay. We have the rent. We work in a rented apartment. We do not have money to pay the rent. We do not have money for the bills. We do not have money for this and that, and no money for salaries. So what do you think we should do? They'll come up with suggestions. You'll be surprised how much they have in them to suggest and recommend that will actually help the organization. So don't carry the burden alone, and do not think that they do not understand. If you have been paying salaries over the years and you've never owed them, they will understand that this is an unusual case and it is beyond you. Because we know that money is not coming in. We know people are owing here and there, and it's tough on everybody, at least on most people. So please don't carry the burden alone. You will get the loyalty and the cooperation of your staff for whatever you want to do this period if you get them involved. Solicit their advice. Ask for their opinions. What do they recommend? What do they think? What is the way forward? Have a brainstorming session with them and hear them out and have someone take note of all of these things, because you may need some of the recommendations later on as time goes on. It's a tough period for everyone, we all know. And nobody planned for all of this. It took everybody unawares. So please handle your employees with care, because they're your co-builders for your vision and for your organization's growth. And as an administrator, this is not the time to keep quiet and ignore the employees. Their feelings are hurt. They need clarity. Provide that clarity and see how it will help you. I wish you the best as you navigate your way through the pandemic and all of the issues that have been associated with it. and I hope that this ends soon. Thank you and see you in the next video. Bye.